Good morning, Wildcats. Welcome to our first edition of Evart Unleashed, our Evart High School podcast. I'm Tajan Wing, and today I'm interviewing our principal, Mr. Patrick. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks for having me.
All right. So we're wondering, what made you decide to become a principal?
Well, that was a tough decision for me because I was a teacher for 15 years, and I really enjoyed teaching. I was never fleeing the field. But I really like seeing, students get it. I like helping students prepare for their own future. And I figured at principal, I might be able to just broaden that and actually have an impact on more kids.
Right. Do you think being a teacher is more fun than being principal, or what do you think?
It's just different. It's just different. I do like you get more one-on-one interaction with the students as a teacher. As a principal, I see a lot of the same kids all the time. I don't get to see everybody, so just different.
All right. So as a student in high school, what was your experience like?
I would say I underachieved in high school. I didn't really know how to learn. I didn't know how to study. I didn't know how to take notes properly. Once I got to college, I had some really great professors at the junior college I went to, and they showed me how to do those things. And when I started seeing success, I just did much better with it.
So do you want to be kind of like the help that you needed in high school? That's what you want to be?
Yeah. I want to help kids succeed wherever they want to go. I don't think my job is to, for example, to get Tajan into college, or get Tajan into the military, or get Tajan into a trade school. I just want to give you as many options and choices as possible.
So this is your first year here.
It is.
How do you think that's been going so far?
I've actually really enjoyed it. It's a community that I'm very comfortable in. I grew up in a small rural community, so there's nothing here that has shocked me. All the teachers and staff are all willing to put in the work, and they want to see better things for Evart. I think we're working well together, and we are making progress.
Okay. Do you feel like you've made a positive change here so far?
I believe so. It's tough for me because I wasn't here previous years, so I don't know where we're coming from. But I've been getting positive feedback from parents, students, and teachers.
Right. All right. So as a principal, like, you're making these decisions. So what's something that students don't realize about being a principal?
I guess maybe that a principal isn't the king. I can't make any decision I want. I still have to work through the student handbook. I got to work through the school board. I have a boss also, the superintendent. So a lot of people just think I get to make whatever rules I want and go with it. And no, there's still checks and balances, which I think are needed.
Right. What's kind of the balance between like what you can do and what Mr. Boyer can do, what the school board can do?
Well, I mean, a lot of the document you're familiar with is probably our student handbook. Right. For something to get put in the student handbook, the school board has to approve it. And I believe all our submissions for changes to the yearbook come in June. So right now is when we really start looking at major changes we want to make and get it together and get rationale so we can submit it to the school board. And if they approve it, that's what we go with the next year.
All right. That sounds good. So as a principal, if you could change one thing about high school, one thing at all, what would it be?
Good question. I guess just to have all of our students here on a consistent basis. I think we have an outstanding staff, and I think if students are here to experience what's going on in the classroom, they will be engaged, they will learn, and they'll prosper.
You say attendance then. You want more attendance.
Yep, and not necessarily just attendance as far as getting out of bed and getting to school. I want to see students, in the classroom more.
More overall engagement is what you
want. Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely.
Good thing. It's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
What's a good rule that you hear a lot of complaints about or people don't like?
I guess obviously the cell phone one.
Yeah.
It was brought up a lot. But actually that was not as difficult as what a lot of people feared. I think it didn't take long for students to see the positive in it also. I've had many students tell me that lunch is much more enjoyable because people actually talk,
right.
Rather than just being on their phone.
Right, and I would agree with that.
Yeah, good. And another one that we're starting to hear now is, because we really want to cut down on bags and backpacks in the classroom. Mm-hmm. They don't understand, but it is a safety thing. We like to keep track of what's in the classroom because horrendous things have happened because of that slip up.
Okay. As a principal, you said you want to help students be successful.
Yeah.
What do you think separates truly successful students from average ones?
Probably drive. Really wanting it. Everyone wants to be successful, but not everyone's willing to put in the work needed to get there. Mm-hmm. If you want something bad enough, you'd be surprised what you can achieve.
Do you think people here have that drive, or do you think they don't show it, but it can be brought out in them?
It's mixed. I mean, like there's some students that are really go-getters. There's some who are just trying not to be seen and trying to skate by high school. So it's all across the board. But that's what I would like. Like I said, it's not my job or my intention to tell you what you're going to become. But I want students to start thinking about that and working towards that.
Sounds good. So what's one message that you want the student body to hear from you?
I guess just that we are willing to work with anybody, but that with is important because you have to put in your part too. We're not here just to work for you. We want to work with you. We want to help you grow. And that means sometimes there's going to be stresses or struggles that are good for you. There's some students who want us to remove all struggles, but without struggle, there's no gain. There's no improvement. So students got to be willing to work and realize it's not always easy. But the things you're going to be proud of are the things you worked hard for.
Right. And you say struggle is necessary. What do you think most important struggles are?
At high school, there's lots of them. I mean, some of the struggles are directly school related. Sometimes it's home issues or a boyfriend or a girlfriend, or there's so many factors that can come in there.
Right. And to close, what kind of legacy do you want to leave here?
That's a tough one. I guess the two biggest things I want people to know is that I care. I do care, and I'm willing to work hard to make improvements. And I hope I leave this district, this building, in a better place than when I showed up.
You feel like you've been working to achieve that so far?
I've been putting in the work. I've had some successes. I've had some failures, but you keep trying. You're always reevaluating and changing what you do.
All right. Well, that's going to do it. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
It's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
And that's going to conclude our first edition of Evart Unleashed.